Hey everybody, this is Everyday Commentary, and this is a video overview of this knife. This knife is the Spyderco Native 5 lightweight in, as you can see, CPM Spy 27. So Spy 27 is a proprietary steel that was developed by Crucible in conjunction with Spyderco, and it is exclusive to Spyderco, hence Spy 27. This is a pretty standard form factor. The Native 5 is a well-known knife. This is an excellent pocket knife. It is great in the hand, and because it is a humpless design and relatively slim, it's great in the pocket. They've done a really good job of balancing the humplessness with the ease of access to the thumb hole. And so, if you're going to look at a platform to introduce a new steel, this is a great one. This steel was also available earlier in 2020 on a Para 3. In my opinion, the Native 5 is just leagues better than the Para 3. But this is really an overview of this knife, not because it's a Para 3, because I have a review of the regular Para 3, or the regular Para 3, the Native 5, and the Native 5 lightweight. I have all that on the website. The reason I got this knife is for the steel. So what you should do is you should go read the intro that Laren Thomas did on Spy27. He did a great job explaining how the chemistry, what's different about the chemistry and how those chemistry differences impact the steel. But I just want to sort of give you an everyday user's experience. I've carried this since I got it last Saturday. I've carried it every day. I've used it a bunch. I have not had a need to sharpen it yet, but I will probably touch it up this weekend just because. And I can tell you this, the Spy 27 works just as well as S35VN. I found it to be not substantially different than the knife in this steel, the knife in this blade, which is the 20CV. I'm not really pushing it all the time. I'm not doing sisal rope chopping tests. I'm just using it as somebody would use a knife on an everyday regular basis, opening packages, doing a little bit of food prep, doing a little bit of campfire prep, doing those kind of things. And I found the steel to be really great. The one thing that I will tell you, and this is from my experience stropping it, is that unlike most, if not all, powder steels, this steel will take a razor edge exceptionally quickly. And if you look at the article that Laren wrote and the data on the steel, it seems like what they've done is they've basically taken S35VN or S30V, modified it slightly so it's a little bit more corrosion resistant, but then they've really focused on making this a steel that anyone can sharpen. And I think that's important because we have all of these beautiful, insane, crazy super steels, but in the end, they're almost impossible for a normal person to sharpen. If you've sharpened knives for a long time, you can get them back to, really good cutting edge. And I can do that on every knife that I own. But the thing is, it's not easy. With my experience in stropping this knife, I've been stunned at how good the edge is. I mean, at this edge, I've stropped it twice, and this edge is every bit as keen as it was brand new out of the box. And Spyderco has always done a great job out of the box sharpening. I mean, it is just absolutely insanely sharp. So I am really optimistic about Spy 27. If it is in fact as user friendly and as easy to sharpen as I think it will be, and I'll find out this weekend, I think this is going to be one of my favorite steels, if not my favorite steel. Right now, my favorite steel is LC200N, and that's because I think it's a really great all-around steel. This steel is going to be pretty darn good in terms of sharpening, or in terms of corrosion resistance, hardness, and toughness, but I think it's going to have an edge over LC200N in terms of sharpening. And I know it will have an edge over sharpening ZDP 189 or any of the other steels, any of the other super steels that are in that 65 to 66 HRC. This is just going to be, I think this is going to be a really good seller for Spyderco. I think the steel is going to be a difference maker. And if you're looking at a knife in this price range, it's a $126 knife, and you could have this steel that performs like everybody else's, but is also easy to sharpen. Why wouldn't you go with Spy27? So it's a week's worth of use as a data point, and I'll certainly need more to do a full-length review, but I'm going to probably get something out to Gear Junkie soon after I sharpen it and have another week's worth of experience. But right now, I am really, really pleased with how Spy27 is working in this Native 5 lightweight. And it's also reminded me of how much I love, love, love the Native 5 lightweight form factor. So there you go. Overview of the Native 5 lightweight in Spy27. Written review coming soon.